Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to basically touch some key points area in beading, and so this is for everybody. This one I'm going to do more of talking than practical, and I'm just going to give you ideas of how to go about it. So please, if you really want to learn how to make your bead bags very firm and steady, please watch the video to the end. But then if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and then share my videos. Okay, at least either share just one video for me today, and I just want to say God bless you for watching my video. But then please take 1 minute of your time to share it. It could be in groups, it could be on your WhatsApp groups, Telegram, Facebook, wherever it is. I would really appreciate that. And so I'm just using this course to explain, because a friend asked me about how to make a bag firm, bead bag. So to make a bag firm, sometimes it depends on the cord or the fish line you use. Now we have different numbers, different figures for the fish line. We have, this is 0.8 millimeters. I have the 0.4, but I can't find it right now, so I'm just using the one that I have available. 0.7, we have 0.9, we have 1 millimeter there too. We have 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3. They are really the tiny ones. They are used for the waist beads and then also the anklet, when I'm making anklet beads. This is what the 0.3 to 0.4, 0.5. So this can be used for bag, but then it depends on the size you're using. Now, so I'll see if you are using maybe 0.6 to make a bag. Maybe you're using this type of beads. You see, with the hole is really small, so you can use that for this one. That's if you want to make your bag very thin. You can use 0.6 for this one. Look at the hole, it's quite small. Now, the type of beads that I use mostly are the bigger ones, and let me just show you. This bead might be bigger than this one, but then the holes are almost the same, or let me just say they are almost the same. This is a bit bigger than this one, but they are almost the same. If you're making a bag with this kind of beads, then I can assure you can use like 0.8, 0.9, or even 1 millimeter for this. That's if you really want to make it firm. Now if you're using this kind of beads, you can use this size is the same as the sugar beads. Okay, the hole in this is the same as the sugar beads. So mostly we use 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. If you're interlocking it, you suffer. So I would advise you to use 0.9 when you're using. This one will be good for 0.7 and 0.8. So I was actually making a purse, but then I'm just showing you how to make it firm. Now the bag I'm making, this side is not really stiff. This side is harder than this side, and as well as this side. Now whenever you're weaving a bag to a point where you feel like the fish line is very small and you can't work with it, at least leave, I can't tell you the exact measurements, but then if you feel like the fish line is like becoming very small, what you have to do is just interlock it. Now if you interlock it go through some of the beads, it makes the bag very thin. When I put the beads on, like when I put the two on, I make sure I straighten it, so that, because sometimes some of this fish line, by the time you realize, it could have been curved like this, small thing, so it makes the bag something like this when you're there. I don't know whether you've encountered that before. I always encounter that. So try and always stretch this part so that you get a firm thing. Now we have to interlock it because the fish line is almost due. So I'm just gonna go through most of the beads here. Now you see, this one goes to this direction, this one goes to this direction. So what you do is just go through some of the beads. Okay, try and always make it straight. So I'm just going through some of the beads just to make the side very firm. As many beads as you can, just go through. Okay, just go through. Now this side will come here. You see we weave to this side, so we just have to weave through the side too. Now mostly what I do is, whilst doing mine, I try to lock it. Okay, I try to lock it most at times. I'll show you how I do it after going through so many of the beads. So now you see in between where the cord is, the fish line there. So what I do is I go through this, go through under the fish line like so, and then I pull through like this, make a 10, okay, and then I'm just locking it now. Then I create something like a knot here, okay. After doing that, I'll just go through some of the beads just to make the knot really tight. This way, okay, this way it makes the bag very thin. Like this way it makes the bag very firm. Okay, now this side I've not really gone through a lot, so you can see it's not really firm. This side is really firmer. This is like okay, but this one is really firm. Okay, so that's how you make your bead bag very firm. Okay, you make sure the cord you're using is 0.8. Whenever you're using sugar beads, I would advise you use 0.8. It depends on the design. If you're doing the plate one, you can use 0.7 for all the run for the plate, and then 0.8 for the main bag. But if you're doing a normal bag like this and you're using sugar beads, please make sure you use 0.8 or 0.9. 0.9 will be too heavy for it, but it will make the bag very firm. So I'd advise not to get yourself into any kind of trouble and all that. 0.8 is like way better and then way best for this. So I'm going to continue with my bag. That's it. Now the third thing I'll talk about is by lining inside. If you really want to make your bag stand out, you have to line in. Like you cut, most people would ask me how to line in. Okay, so this is how it is. Now you can put, how I did this bag, I weaved all around. You can weave your mat like this. Okay, making your mat like this, you make the side, you make the side, you make the side, you make the side. Before you join all of them together, you just cut your lining. Okay, just measure the sides of this. Fold, if it's a lining that you're using, like the lining for dresses, you just have to fold it and then sew through the beads. Okay, there's a whole lot of work, but then if that is it, if you are selling it to people and you want to line in, that's how you're going to do it. It actually makes the bag very thin. So what you do is just cut it according to the size. Okay, just that you add maybe 2 inches so that you can fold it, and then you can go through. You just place it on the beads like this. Let's just take this is the inside one, so I was supposed to do it before weaving all around like this. So what I do is I just place the lining on top like this, fold the lining maybe 2 inches, and then sew through this piece all over like so. And then when you're done, you do seam for this side, this side, this side, this side. That's why I said it's a whole lot of work, but then if that is what you want a neat work, you do it that way. Before you join, you come join all your beads to it. Like, you just come and put the one into it. You all know how to go through the joining process like that. So before you come and join it together, that's how you're going to go about it. Or we have the lining part, whereby you take the size measurement of all and then you sew it. Okay, you sew it like a box like this, because if it's a box that you're creating, just sew it like a box like this. That one, you don't, when you're putting it in, you just sew to the, basically that's how you are going to make your bag firm. If you want to make these big bags and all that, that's another way to make your bag firm. If you really enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up, like this video, and also share it as well. Okay, see you in my next video. Bye.